are Synergy Bonus, three guys who like to drink a lot and talk about video games even more.
It makes the pain go away.
It's okay to cry. It gets the sad out.
Would you like some Merlot?
I made it in the toilet.
First I thought he was quoting Free to Be You and Me, and then he went just completely in another...
Let's go to prison!
It's a great movie.
Alright. Anyhow, we're lining up tonight for yet another one of our war stories.
Continuing on with our
Continuing on with the adventures of the ongoing adventures of Preston Argyle, Shadowrunner.
Note, wanted by Lone Star, Knight Errant, the Seattle government.
Well, let's be perfectly fair. Preston Argyle is completely unwanted.
No, he's wanted in a small 3x3 cell. They have reinvented oubliettes for him.
We have other war stories, but this particular game of Shadowrun just so much just sticks out about it.
And it's most of them just being coked up idiots.
Me and Jordan.
On the upside, I did get some satisfaction out of this session. I got to hit someone with a moving vehicle twice.
Let's get to that. So,
almost 3 times.
So, following up the lacrosse incident, a couple weeks later, I think.
Yeah, it was the next job, and I generally spaced your guys' jobs out by 2 weeks to give you downtime to justify anything else out of character.
And if nothing else, to give Preston and TC more time to get drugs.
And also to go and make you guys realize, hey, not everything's like, here's a one big job, you're paid for a month. It's like, no, your guys
little jobs here and there.
Little jobs here. I was definitely going, when it was going to be Black Trench Coat, I was going for a Cowboy Bebop setup of, at the end of the month, your expenses are covered, but you're still hungry.
Yep.
Little job, it's a quiet evening. No,
so
not doing that. So yeah, another little job came along.
This one was actually a plot-based mission to once again point you in the direction of plots over here. Here's weird shit.
Going this way.
Go this way. Go no. Why did you guys just run off in the left field?
Hey, there's this chick in a band called Hot Nonsense. Let's recruit her.
And for this session,
Preston's player's wife started to join us at this point in time.
Heidi.
And she rolled up a new character whose first name I've never caught.
I always forget. It's Stella Hoya.
Stella Hoya, yeah. And she became our new face because she was facier than the existing face.
And also, she had breast implants that could grow in size depending on the
situation, her mood.
Like, literally, they would...
Of course, nobody explained to me that that's what they did, so every time she was hitting somebody with her gazongas, I was picturing like these loaded boxing glove tips.
Nope. Basically, they were like frickin' airbags on a car.
Yeah.
So they could grow big, they could get small.
Yeah.
Spirit sword, get long. Only...
I've seen the pic.
No. I've read the character. No.
Yeah, no. It's not nearly as bad as Scarlet in the other game, but we'll get to that.
No. There's a reason why I said no.
Bridget. Not surprised.
Serrata de la Hoya.
Serrata, that's why I never remember that name.
De la Hoya, she will remain.
Of the front woman for the band
person.
Hot Nonsense. Oh God, I remember having fun with her now. Not in that way.
I hope not. That's your friend's wife.
And also a fictional character.
That too.
Continue on.
Anyhow, so we got called to a meeting in Snohomish, I think.
Yes, I'm supposed to oversee an arms deal at an old indigenous persons re-education camp from slightly after the Ghost Dance. It's going to be an arms deal between the Salashide military and a local faction.
Right. And we're told this is going down in Monroe. We heard indigenous people and went, oh, Salashide, we're going that way.
Yes, Monroe is in Salashide. It's about a good 15-20 miles from the Seattle city limits. And I don't mean the modern-day Seattle, I mean the Seattle Metroplex.
None of us have any sense of direction.
And they're also coked up as per usual.
Well,
No, not yet. We
Not
haven't
yet.
gotten that far. We actually started by going to the meet, finding out that the bar we were supposed to be meeting the Johnson in was this super trashy dive place that
Oh yeah, the Founders
the
Club.
Founders Club. It had reached its peak sometime in the 1950s. It's now 2075.
Yeah, and it was a relic to the past
Yeah.
kind of bar, and that's just where they go and say,
And
let's
we-
find another
We
bar.
stepped inside and went, fuck this, let's find something else. We find ourselves at the Lucky Luke Fisk because Greg is a bad, bad man.
And I like references to older games.
It's true. It's true.
And also, Lutefisk is a war crime.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
I'm sorry.
and then we ended up leaving there.
We didn't even go in.
So they go and find the closest bar they can. The Rich Stag. And it's outside, it's got this neon stag wearing very nice clothes, just standing there very proudly.
Chest out, shoulders back.
Little armband on its side.
Now, this doesn't mean anything to most of us, except
Those who speak German.
Wolfgang. German is actually his first tongue because he's an immigrant from Germany. His player has forgotten this.
The Rich Stag is a play on words for Der
If you
Riksdag,
hadn't figured it out already.
which actually I mispronounced. That is actually the Swedish version, Der Riksdag. It's Der Reichstag, because Swedish, German, very close languages.
So we all go in.
And it is a neo-humanist meta or Pola Club bar.
Thus the beginning of a long
They're Nazis.
Thus the beginning of a long chain of events where our players, despite associating with a dwarf and an orc and a Hispanic woman and so on, regularly get lumped in with human supremacists because Greg is a bad, bad man.
I predicted modern politics.
You turned Preston Argyle into Donald Trump. I hope you're happy.
Where is he going to build a wall, though?
Right along the slashy border.
They have mages. The wall doesn't mean jack shit.
Sounds good on the campaign trail. Anyhow,
He's going to drain the swamp in the Metroplex.
Okay.
done.
We're derailing.
Yeah, we are.
Look, the plot's over there.
Yeah, I pointed at it a little bit ago. You guys don't give a shit, so I don't care anymore.
It's over here now.
Plot.
So anyhow, we have our mission. The Johnson shows up. We go back to the Founders Club. We have our mission. We're going to Monroe for this weapons drop. It's a very simple escort the cargo kind of mission. Naturally-
Except I'm the GM.
no. Except Preston and TC are there.
And Dr.
Dr.
Jones.
Jones has recently revealed to us that prior to play, he had a mild addiction to cocaine.
Novacoke.
Novocaine
So
specifically.
it's like, let's all do Nova Coke together. So
Off the blade, or the monofilament blade,
of Preston's thing.
You can
So
still smell the engine grease on it.
so he pulls at the blade. The Nova Coke is all set up.
Preston's like, we're doing this. TC, being the synergy disciple, is okay.
So we do it, and the idea is like, let's just run there.
It'll be a long time driving. There's checkpoints. We can avoid all that if we run. Wolfgang and I.
They have to go and
decide-
cross a river. They have to go through military checkpoints to get out of the city. And they have to cross an interstate highway.
Preston has decided that this will be De La Hoya's initiation into
De La Hoya has not joined the group
De
yet.
La Hoya's not here yet.
That's the second vehicle.
Second vehicle, right. Getting there. So yeah, just Wolfgang and I are sitting in the back going, come on, guy, there's a car right here.
And we run.
They decide
And
they're
they
going
just
to
take off into the night at top speed.
running like cokeheads.
That's what they are at this point. Shadowrunners second.
Booking
Cokeheads
off-
first.
Booking off north because none of them has any sense of direction.
The place is to the southeast.
So, we
Snohomish is...
I had a quote
He turns around and he looks at me because I'm not doing the coke, I'm not doing the coke.
And I go, you haven't lived until you've run 3 miles on Nova Coke. And then I whisper, I haven't lived. And then we off to the races we
To the
go.
races thing.
After a while, they eventually get to the interstate.
And as we're going, Jordan, as Preston,
Preston,
oh my god, we're going to kill so many park rangers. I have a good feeling about
Because
today.
some of the background for what they did research, this education camp, before it was converted into that, it was a state park. With like a camp, like Camp Anyasa there. That's actually what they converted into the facility.
So we're doing pretty good, and then we get to the interstate, and we start booking it across, and
Playing high.
and now they start playing Frogger.
I fail my check, and I get hit.
He
by
sucks
a
at Frogger.
car.
Preston goes like a gazelle, hopping from hood to hood of speeding car.
TC runs out, gets hit by a little micro subcompact.
What's this quote? The car
just took 12 points of damage.
Yeah.
Our storyteller here.
Yes.
I damaged the car more than it damaged me.
He still got fucked up, though.
Dr. Jones.
Suck
The
it.
good news is traffic has just stopped.
And then Preston, oh shit, did you get hit by a car? I got hit by a car!
Unison.
Synergy!
And yeah, so they get running, and then they hit the river and they see a military checkpoint across the way. And it dawns on the three of them, specifically our hacker, Dr. Jones. Oh shit, it's the other way. So they turn around and run 3 miles back.
And
I get hit by a car a second time.
not a car in this case, a van.
No, it was a semi.
It's a semi-tractor.
No, it was, and I think it was a van. I think you just.
It was a van. It was Hot Nonsense's van.
van.
It's van.
If it was a semi-tractor trailer, your character would be dead.
So
I don't know. He did 12 points of damage to the compact.
Yeah, but that's like saying, like a deer totaled a smart car.
right. So I say I'm not feeling too good. It's like I got hit by a truck. Oh my god. So I have come off the Nova Coke at this point.
Yeah,
So
you
I
have
am just an
vehicles of
asshole to the rest of the team because I've been hit by 2 cars and my high is gone. I have no freaking
At this
charisma.
point,
As previously mentioned, TC is a dwarf, so he has a much higher body and constitution than most of the rest of the players.
He would have to basically take overdose level drugs to have the same effect.
So
he comes down much more quickly.
and I am just a dick the rest of the time. We continue to where we need to be, and then Preston introduces
We
himself.
finally wind up at the parking lot where the van is.
Yeah, and this is after, the De La Hoya's band pulls over because, hey, we just hit that dwarf. In reparations for hitting the dwarf with a vehicle, they convinced De La Hoya to go with them.
Because I was threatening to kill the driver.
Yes. And he is, totally pissing his pants, apologizing. Please don't call my insurance on this. Please don't report this to the police.
Like, the last thing that we're ever going to do is call the police. I just want to say this right now.
If that's the first option, that option is just not on the table.
not.
period.
I'm sitting here going, here's a proper, licensed person driving their vehicle, oh my god, please don't call the police, I don't need this on my insurance.
We just threatened him with bodily harm, and we took their lead singer.
And history was made. So we wind up at the parking lot. There's this van where the
You're supposed to, no, the parking lot is actually you're picking up the vehicle so you can go to the meet because this is actually a truck to load up that much
And
munitions.
there's a couple of guys waiting at the truck, and Preston scoots up and introduces himself. Preston Argyle, Daughters of the American Revolution, Bengal Branch.
Hazy shade
AC
of,
Shade of Winter Division. Why?
and they just stare at him like he's crazy.
Because
Which
he is. He's Preston Argyle. Shadowrunner.
party gets moving, they take the truck out to the Reeducation camp, they pull up, find that military detachment for the Salashade Defense Force that they're supposed to meet. Their vehicles are there, but none of them are present. They go into the compound, and at this point, the mages go, oh, shit, because this place has a background count.
So I get up into a sniper's nest, and I actually start acting very professional at this point. And then
It helps that you're not stoned out of your gourd anymore.
And then we actually book it out of Dodge after that.
After you find the remains of that Salashide military detachment, and their remains get up and start trying to kill people.
Yep. And didn't one of them
They're dealing
actually
with
get... No, we hit something with the vehicle, and it got into our vehicle, and everyone went deaf because I shot the sniper rifle into the back of the truck there. And
Yeah, basically it was a Shedim. Actually it was multiple Shedim, but there was one that was actually...
You want to expand on that for the uninitiated?
A Shedim is actually a Jewish word. It means walking dead, if I remember.
Something like that.
But they're basically like zombies in Shadowrun. They're a spirit possessing a dead body. There's two types of Shedim. There is the standard Shedim, which think like Romero zombie. And then you have the master Shedim, which are intelligent, and they will actively summon in other Shedim to put into bodies. And their whole goal is just to wipe out life. Once again, the plot's over there. The plot's over there. Go look into this shit. No one does.
Yeah, we wasted some zombies and booked out of Dodge.
Yeah, and one of them actually had a Mexican standoff with Dr. Jones and tried to kill people. Almost succeeded, if I remember, in killing Wolfgang.
Yeah.
But you guys dealt with Shedim. You got out of Dodge. You harassed a 7-Eleven attendant.
Yes,
As we do.
On the way back, you harassed him again. Fuck you, Larry.
Yeah. It was a fantastic
You guys were asking him if he wanted to do drugs. He's like, I'm a college or a high school student. Oh.
All the more reason to.
Walked out saying, fuck you, Larry.
You should see what these guys do to the poor little orcish street urchin that we got.
So
No one tells Pig to go fuck himself, and if they do, Synergy shows up.
Hip is our street urchin.
You
we
keep
protect
buying him drugs and hookers. He's 8.
He also gets kidnapped by, frickin' flesh-formed spirits.
He is our street urchin, and what we do to him is our business. We are going to make him a man.
That and Child Protective Services.
We are Child Protective Services for Pip.
So the next character I'm going to introduce is going to be Chris Hansen, and he's going to have a sit-down with you.
Why don't you take a seat over there?
You then see several laser pointers aim at you.
Well, this is not Synergy at all.
No, but the sessions just keep getting better.
I just keep trying to go
Depends
and
on
push.
which side of the DM screen you're sitting on.
Here's a serious session that's got all this stuff. There's some challenge rating, and what? Why are you harassing 7-Eleven clerks about drugs?
Why not?
Because we're all eternally 14.
So this
I don't know. I'm eternally 15 at this point. I finally become an adult.
So our player for Preston, Jordan,
I need more beer.
is running a Hunter the Reckoning game, and it has a lot of
1980s synergy.
1980s synergy going, and it's great.
It's an atypical. We know the year of the reckoning is 1998, but screw it. We're playing in the 80s because it's more
So
fun.
I decided to play a coked up film guy for this, and we will talk about that stuff in a future time.
And I'm playing a Border Patrol agent that has very little regard for human life,
But
unless he can hit that.
But synergy has emerged in the 1980s.
It wasn't nearly as organic as it was for 2075.
Seriously, this group was just going to be, this is Synergy 1980s style, because we're playing Shadowrun like it's the 1980s.
So, again, any stories you have, any experiences as a GM dealing with players' bullshit like we give.
I've just reached the point where it's just like, okay,
Sure, whatever.
that's what we're doing. Fine. You guys realize sooner or later I'm gonna kill y'all.
You keep trying.
Oh no, you forget that one time I actually threw military tactics at you. The party got wiped out real quick.
The only problem was it was very close quarters. That is the only reason why.
A good chunk of it was friendly fire because we're idiots.
Yes,
Grenades.
and also it was you walk into the room, someone's got a table flipped over, and then 3 automatic weapons light people up.
Anyways, have a good night. We'd love to hear your stuff.